Hi everyone, in this video I'll be reading My Miraculous Tales of the Kind of Noir fanfic titled Fix My Miraculous. This is the first draft. This was when I was first starting out making fanfics before I ever thought of the idea of posting them. So spelling errors ahead and grammar errors ahead because I didn't use Grammarly at this point. I hadn't started using it. So, lots of mistakes ahead. And I didn't even put the tone of voice that the characters are saying stuff in, so I hope I remember correctly. It is one of my favorites, so I hope I do. Haven't seen the reanimated version of Miraculous Tales of the Kind of Noir. Don't spoil it for me. I'm waiting for it to come onto one of my streaming sites. So, this is how I originally did it. And the little sticker is to show that it's an animated fanfic kind of thing. I'm also using my standing desk at its highest point. Okay, so typed. So I've already typed this up, made a video of the fully edited version, but this is the first draft. So, Miraculous Tales of the Kind of Noir fanfic, Fix My Miraculous. I wrote this around the lockdown kind of thing, so, and that was when I was first starting writing these fanfics. Anyway, so, characters, Adrian, aka with, and then CN would be Cat Noir, Marinette or Mari, dash in brackets, I guess, Ladybug, then Plague, and the teacher are my characters in this one. I didn't start putting referenced characters in here at this point. Alright, so, got interrupted there. So, let's start with the story now. MMJ staging action and time jumps. Before I started putting washi tape here. Alright. MMJ. In the school hallway, one day, Adrian is having a conversation with Mari before school starts. Adrian says, "Hey Mari," nicely. Mari says, nicely back, "Oh, hey Adrian." Adrian says, "Hey, so you want to hang out at my place after school today?" asks Adrian. Mari says, "I'd love to, but I can't." Adrian asks, "Why? What are you doing?" Mari explains, "Studying." Adrian says, "For what?" Mari says, "A job interview." Adrian says, "Cool. Do you need any help with that?" "No, you can't help," says Mari. Adrian says, "Why not?" "You do know my dad's a fashion designer, so I have connections with people who can help you." Okay, make sure it's still centered. Good. Can you see it? Ugh. I'm on my tippy toes here. Alright. Mari says, "I appreciate the offer, but you can't help." Adrian says, "Why won't you let me help you? 2 brains are better than 1. Mari says, "'Cause you're not the chosen one." Angrily. "'Cause you're not the chosen one." Adrian's confused. "Excuse me? Please explain." Mari nervously says, "I've already said too much. Now, let's get to class before we're late." Adrian, confused, says, "Okay." Okay. Alright. The two are in class. During the middle of the lesson, Hawkmoth has akumatized another victim. Now in the classroom, Mari raises her hand. The teacher says, "Yes, Mari?" "May I please be excused?" says Mari. Teacher says, "Can it wait till after the lesson is done?" Mari says, "No, it's an emergency." Teacher says, "Fine, you can go." Mari says, "Thanks." Mari then leaves and runs to the bathroom to transform. Okay. Alright. To transform. She is now battling the akumatized victim on her own. Back in the classroom, Adrian raises his hand. "What is it, Adrian?" asks the teacher, kind of annoyed. Adrian says, "I need to be excused." The teacher responds with, "Can it wait till Mari gets back?" Adrian says, "No, I can't wait. I have to go now." Teacher says, "Fine, you can go." Adrian's like, "Sweet, thanks, yay!" Alright. Adrian then runs to the bathroom to transform. Now, Adrian's in the bathroom. Still, I struggle with I keep wanting to write my eyes or draw my eyes in one line. So sometimes I forget that that needs to be fixed. Okay. Editing, MMJ, get out. Alright. Now Adrian's in the bathroom. Adrian says, play, claws out. Nothing happens. Adrian says, okay, I'll try again. Play, claws out. Nothing happens. Adrian says, okay, third time's a charm. Play, claws out. Still nothing happens. Adrian says, since my miraculous isn't working, I'm going to have to figure out some way to disguise... Oops. Okay, make sure it's centered. Okay, good. Myself so I can help Ladybug. Plague says, so I can help Ladybug. Plague, any ideas? Plague says, well, does your school have a drama room? Adrian says, yes, it does. Great idea, Plague. Mari says, so Adrian runs to the drama room. Oh, MMJ. So Adrian runs to the drama room and grabs a monster costume, then quickly puts it on. He is now with Ladybug. I think I actually drew a photo of what I think his monster costume would look like. I'm gonna go find it. Well, can't find the original photo, so you're gonna have to watch the original video to see it. I thought I knew where it was. Clearly I don't. Anyway, let's go back to the story now. Alright. So Adrian runs to the drama room and grabs a monster costume. He then quickly puts it on. He is now with Ladybug. Ladybug. Sorry, pause. Ladybug says, Canawar, is that you? Canawar responds with, yes, it is. Ladybug's like, why are you dressed like a monster? Canawar then whispers in Ladybug's ear. Canawar says, my miraculous isn't working, but I'm here to help as much as I can, even without my miraculous. Ladybug says, okay, thanks for still showing up. Ladybug then whispers in Canawar's ear, meet me at Foo's old place after the battle. I will do my best to fix your problem. Great, says Cat-Noir. So by the time they finish saving the world, school is over for the day. Mari is at Foo's old place reading the miraculous book for answers to Cat-Noir's problem. Adrian walks in and says, Mari, is that you? Just want to make sure I hit record. Adrian walks in saying, Mari, is that you? What are you doing here? Mari says, just studying. Adrian asks, why here? Why not at home? Mari says, I need a change of scenery. What are you doing here? Adrian says, I'm here to see Ladybug. She told me to meet her here earlier today. Mari says, hold on, let me get her for you. I guess I forgot the word on. Wait, you know Ladybug? Asks Adrian. Mari says, yes, I know her, but don't tell anyone, okay? Adrian says, I won't, but I'm curious. How do you know her? Mari says, lying. She's my identical twin sister. That's it. Adrian says, that's so cool. Does Alia know? Mari says, no, she doesn't, and you can't tell her. Adrian says, I won't, I promise. Great. I have to get back now. I have to get Ladybug now, says Mari. Adrian says, I won't, I promise. And then Mari says, great, I have to get Ladybug now. And Mari transforms in a small room, then goes to a small room to transform. And Ladybug walks out of the small room saying, Ladybug walking out of the small room says, hey Adrian, I hear you need to talk to me about something. Adrian says, yeah, I know we're not supposed to know who each other are yet, but my miraculous isn't working. Watch, play, close out. Ladybug says, oh my gosh, you're Cat Noir? Adrian says, yeah, can you... Okay, sorry. Make sure that's on camera. Yeah, can you tell me what's wrong with my Miraculous now? Can you fix my Miraculous, Ladybug? Ladybug says, according to this book, in order to fix a malfunctioning Miraculous, you will need to... Oh no. Adrian says, what? What do I need to do? Ladybug says, it says you have to tell the Guardian a secret you've never told anyone. Adrian says, that makes no sense. I just told you about my secret identity and nothing changed. Ladybug says, well, you can't use a secret the Guardian already knew. Sorry. Ladybug said, Adrian says, wait, how'd you know about that? Ladybug says, well, when I became Guardian, Master Fu gave all of his knowledge from being a Guardian to me. Since Master Fu knew who you were, when I became the Guardian, I knew. Maybe if you tell me a secret crush or something like that, it'll restore your powers. Adrian says, okay. Okay, so I have a secret crush on your sister Mari, says Adrian. Ladybug's like, wait, seriously? Adrian says, yeah, do you think you can set us up? Ladybug says, I can definitely set you two up. Hey, try your Miraculous again. Adrian says, cool, okay, Blake, glows out. Ladybug says, oh my god, it actually worked. I should tell you something. Okay, go on, says Catnor. You were completely honest with me, so I think it's time for me to be completely honest with you. Takes a deep breath and exhales. Okay, Tiki spots off. Hey, does a little wave. Alright, still on camera. Good. Cat Noir says, oh my gosh, Mari, you're Ladybug? Mari says, yes I am, but this has to stay between us, okay? Cat Noir says, got it. Mari says, good, so I'll see you later for our date? Cat Noir says, sure thing. The two enjoy their date. The next day, they both ended up getting detention for 1 hour after school for skipping class the day before. But they're fine with it because they're now a couple, so they get detention together. Cute. Anyway, the end of Fix My Miraculous. I hope you enjoyed this story and seeing the first draft of it. Maybe it'll inspire you to go see the fully edited version of this story. And yeah, and see how much changes, or how little changes, it went through from this point to final result kind of thing. So I always think it's kind of interesting to find out in, like, when you find out different things about, oh, the original plot of this show was going to be blank, blank, blank. I think that's really cool to find out. So this is my own way of doing it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching.